Tri-tip today. There's two tri-tip. They're just choice cuts from Sam's. They really trimmed the fat off of them. I mean, they were very lean. I did a coffee rub with some other spices, and they're about ready to go on the grill. They've been sitting out for an hour or so and getting room temperature, so they're all seasoned up. And over here, doing some sauteed onions. Going to caramelize these down and put that on the sandwiches. We're going to take the tri-tip and put on the green egg, sear it, and turn the heat down and get them to about a temperature of 100, probably 140 degrees. And then we're going to slice them real thin, put them on some hoagies. We're going to take the hoagies in the skillet over here. We have some Tamworth bacon grease right here. And we're going to take the hoagies, split them, put them in this pan hot with a little bit of the bacon grease on it.
Bye-bye.
And toast both sides of the hoagies with that. And so I'll continue this here in a little bit. Alright, just pop these two tri-tip on this big green egg. And I'm going to let these sear on both sides. I'm about 400 or 500 degrees right now. And I'm going to close that, let them sear on both sides again. And then we'll take this grill grate out, put the offset plate setter in there, and so I can cook these on indirect heat until they're about a temperature of 140 degrees. So we'll get back to that here in a minute. Well, I just turned the tri-tip, got a little charcoal on one side. That's okay, it'll have good crust to it. I think the coffee part burned on there, and I'm just searing the other side here for a few minutes. Then I'm gonna pull them off and put them on indirect heat. Keep an eye on the temperature. I want to get them around 140 degrees internal in the thickest part, and it's flaming up there a little bit. I'll probably pull these off here in just a second and change that out, put a plate setter in there, get those on indirect heat, and see where we're at on our temperature and go from there. Smelling good too. Okay, as you can see, we're on indirect heat, got the plate setter in there, and I'm probably going to get this down to around probably about 300, 350, and continue to cook these and see how they turn out. Right now, after I just close that, we're at 200. I'm gonna give that a few minutes to settle down. It's very slowly going back up, but I want to get around 350 probably, and let them cook about there. So I'll probably close this here just a little bit. It's just going to continue to go up, and I'll come out here and check on this temperature in a few minutes. I just want to check the internal temperature of this beef, since I just stuck it on. I just put it on here a couple minutes ago, and I just want to see where it's at now, just out of curiosity. We'll stick that down about halfway in there, and it's only, keep getting my big finger in the way, it's only about 95 degrees internal right now. Okay, there we go. There's about center. So we're just over 100 degrees, somewhere in that area. So we'll let it go for a few hours, or about an hour probably here, but I'm gonna keep watching it. This one says it's 130 right there. Well, maybe that one's pretty much done. I don't know. We'll check it out. 132. Let me go over here to the side of that piece there and see where we're at. Yeah, that one's pretty cold still in the middle. Got 80, 85. Let's try that over here. That one's just over 100 degrees in the middle, so we'll keep an eye on that. Okay, I just pulled one tri-tip off, and it is about 141 degrees in the middle. Of course, the thinner sides are a little bit more, a little higher temperature, but we're going to let it sit for about 10 or 15 minutes at least. And then we're going to slice it. And my wife has made some roasted garlic, and here's our buns that we're going to grill in some nice Tamworth bacon fat. Okay, here's the roasted garlic. I'm going to throw a few clumps of that and some mayo, and I don't know why this camera's so close, and some horseradish on the sandwiches. That looks good. She only made a dozen of them, so I don't know how long that's going to last. But probably not very long, because we have two tri-tip. So we'll put those on there, and here's the buns that are sliced for the sandwiches. This will be about all we eat today, which will be more than plenty, but we'll show you what the finished product looks like here in a minute.